All right, so what we're about to do is we're about to do the phases of the Moon Investigation Lab, and there's a one-page worksheet or two-page worksheet, front and back. And this is a really good hands-on activity to basically help students understand the phases of the moon and how they actually occur. Now, there are a few things that you're going to have in your kits. You're going to have a sim board. It's going to look like this, and you're going to want to have it with the side with the holes up, okay? And then you should have some pegs. I think there were 9. You should have a small styrofoam ball, and that's going to be your moon. And then you should have some sort of earth, although you don't need it. You do not need it. In fact, I'll put it on, and then I'm going to take it right off because, well, I'll tell you in a minute. So anyway, and you'll need a light source, and you'll need a cell phone, which students love to use their cell phones in class. So I'm going to go ahead and set the board up so that you can see what it looks like all put together. So the first one, or the one in the middle, is we put the crooked piece in first. Now you need to be careful because if any of the pieces are going to break, it's going to be that one. Right? I'm going to slide that on in. Wow, that was good. All right, now luckily for me, these things are numbered. So number 1 stick goes in number 1 hole, 2, and so on and so forth. And then go ahead and have your students put the moon on the first peg. All right. Now, you should ask them some questions at this point once they get it all set up, because they can kind of figure out how to set it up. You need to ask them, what do you think the rods represent? Well, they're going to come up with different reasonable answers, usually. And why are the rods different heights? Okay. There again, you're letting them answer the questions. You're getting them involved. I usually do this in groups of 3 or 4. I have done it in groups of 5. It's a little more challenging. But then you ask them again, why do the rods go? Why does the rod go through the earth at an angle? And obviously, at this point, I had already explained to them about the tilt of the earth and whatnot. So the next thing you need to do is you need to get your light source, or the sun. So standard flashlight will work, or any light source will work. And what you're going to do is you're going to have someone stand on this side with the light and shine it at the moon. You can move it from side to side. You can have the students move up and down, but don't let them leave the area in the back here, because then they won't get the right pictures, which is what we're about to do. So what we're going to do is we'll spin it around. And we're going to take a picture of one of the phases. In fact, that's what the students are going to do. They're going to take pictures as they go along, and drawing, basically, as part of the lab, they actually draw the different phases as they go along. I'm going to actually skip the new moon, and I'm going to skip the first, waxing crescent, and I'm going to move straight to first quarter. So what you do is you have the student, hold the flashlight so that it is shining straight at the moon. Then, this is why you take the earth off, you have the student hold the phone as if they were standing on the earth looking at the moon. So they're actually going to put the phone right here, and they're going to take a picture of it, so I'm going to let you do that. Now, if you want to get a little closer, you can. And then just when you can see, a lot of times I do this in the dark or in the darkened room. The pictures will come out better. But I did bring some, which is okay. I did bring some. So this is actually one of the students' pictures of first quarter that you can see right here. The different phases will show up differently. And it's really an aha moment for the students because they're like, oh wow, that's how the moon, that's why the moon looks that way, because the sun is in that position, the earth is in that position. You can actually look at, I've got others. Go back. So like this is your waxing crescent. This one, usually the new moon part, they're like, whatever, but when you get to this one, and they're like, wow, that's it, you can see the crescent. That's really the aha moment for them. So I appreciate it. So once they've done that, and it usually takes, this could be a 30-minute lab. You can expand on it. You can have them do some research about the different phases. This is just a good way, another good layer that you can use to help them learn the different phases of the moon, which of course is part of our standards. But I usually also have them send me all their pictures, and which of course they have ownership of these pictures, and they're really excited about getting those in. So have fun with it. Remember, a lot of the things that we're going to be doing as part of these demonstrations, you make these demonstrations what you want. You don't have to stick to this. You can use it in different ways. So good luck with it, and hopefully your students will have as much fun as my students do.